Being highly intelligent sounds like a blessing. People assume your life is easier, that you solve problems faster, and succeed without even trying. They think you have all the answers, that school was easy, that career success just comes naturally. But the truth is far more complicated. Intelligence comes with its own silent struggles that most people never see. Psychology shows that many highly intelligent people face emotional, social, and even existential challenges that others rarely understand. These struggles are real, isolating, and often invisible. Here are 8 struggles that only people with high IQ truly face. 1. You overthink absolutely everything. Your mind never shuts off. Even simple decisions become complex calculations. Should I send that text? What did they really mean by that comment? You analyze words, tone, body language, and hidden meanings in every interaction. While others make quick decisions and move on, you're stuck replaying every possibility in your head. You see 3 steps ahead in every conversation, which sounds useful, but it's mentally exhausting. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis, when too much thinking actually makes decisions harder instead of easier. Your brain treats every choice like a chess game, and the worst part? You know you're overthinking, but you can't stop. It's like telling someone not to think about a pink elephant. The more you try to quiet your mind, the louder it gets. 2. You struggle to connect with most people. You crave deep, meaningful conversations about ideas, philosophy, psychology, or how the world really works. But most people want to talk about weather, gossip, or what they watched on Netflix last night. There's nothing wrong with small talk, but for you, it feels painfully empty. You're not being arrogant, you're just wired differently. While others bond over surface-level topics, you're searching for someone who wants to explore the deeper layers of life. This leaves you feeling isolated. Even in a room full of people, you can be surrounded by friends and still feel completely alone. Psychologists call this intellectual isolation when your mind craves stimulation that your social environment simply can't provide. So you smile, nod, and keep your real thoughts to yourself. Because sharing them often makes people uncomfortable. 3. You're painfully aware of everything around you. Intelligent people notice patterns, behaviors, and emotions that others completely miss. You see when someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes. You pick up on tension in a room before anyone says a word. You notice inconsistencies in people's stories, hidden agendas in their actions, and manipulation in their words. While this awareness can be incredibly useful, it also makes you hypersensitive to negativity, dishonesty, and emotional games. It's like your brain is constantly scanning for threats, reading between every line. Psychologists describe this as heightened cognitive sensitivity. Your brain processes more information than most people's brains do, and once you see these patterns, you can't unsee them. You start questioning people's intentions. You become cautious, guarded, even cynical, because ignorance might be bliss, but awareness is exhausting. 4. You feel constant pressure to be perfect. People expect you to always have the right answer. They expect you to perform flawlessly, to never make mistakes, to always be on. One wrong answer. And suddenly, you hear, "Wait, I thought you were supposed to be smart." This pressure builds anxiety and creates a fear of failure that follows you everywhere. You set impossibly high standards for yourself because anything less feels like proof that you're a fraud. Psychologists call this imposter syndrome, the persistent belief that you're not as intelligent as people think and that you'll eventually be exposed. So you overwork, overprepare, and overthink every detail. You're terrified that one mistake will shatter the image people have of you. And the exhausting part? Even when you succeed, you don't celebrate. You just move the goalpost higher. 5. You get bored faster than most people. Your brain craves complexity, challenge, and novelty. Routine tasks feel like torture. Repetitive conversations make you zone out. Jobs that don't stimulate your mind leave you feeling empty and unmotivated. It's not that you're lazy or entitled. It's that your brain needs more input to stay engaged. While others can happily do the same task every day, you need constant mental stimulation or you start to mentally check out. You procrastinate not because you can't do the work, but because it doesn't challenge you enough to hold your attention. Psychologists recognize this as the need for cognitive stimulation. Highly intelligent people require more complex input to feel satisfied. Without it, you feel restless, unfulfilled, and frustrated. People call you easily distracted, but really, you're just understimulated. 6. You battle with severe perfectionism. Good enough is never good enough for you. You notice every tiny flaw in your work, every mistake you made 3 years ago, every imperfection others would never even see. You redo things multiple times because they don't meet your internal standards. Psychology calls this maladaptive perfectionism, the belief that anything less than perfect equals failure. This mindset leads to constant burnout, frustration, and the feeling that nothing you do is ever truly good enough. You compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And because you see all the flaws in your own work, you assume everyone else sees them too. So you keep pushing, keep fixing, keep trying to reach a standard that doesn't actually exist. And in the process, you rob yourself of ever feeling truly satisfied. 7. You question absolutely everything, even yourself. You don't accept things just because someone said so. You question authority, traditions, social norms, and even beliefs you've held your whole life. Why do we do things this way? Who decided this was right? What if everyone's wrong? This deep curiosity drives innovation and critical thinking, but it also makes you feel disconnected from people who prefer simple, comfortable answers. While others find peace and certainty, you're constantly deconstructing everything, including your own identity. Psychologists call this existential intelligence, the ability to think deeply about big questions like meaning, purpose, and existence. It sounds profound, but it often feels lonely. Because when you're always questioning everything, it's hard to find solid ground to stand on. You envy people who just believe without needing proof. 8. You carry emotional weight that isn't yours. Highly intelligent people are often highly empathetic. You don't just understand other people's struggles intellectually, you feel them. You absorb their pain, their stress, their anxiety. You can read emotions in a person's voice, their posture, the way they avoid eye contact, and once you sense that pain, you carry it with you. Psychologists call this emotional contagion, when you unconsciously take on the emotions of people around you without even realizing it. You become the friend everyone vents to because you truly listen and understand. But nobody asks if you're okay. You hold space for everyone else's problems while quietly drowning in your own thoughts. And because you can see so many perspectives, you struggle to let go of things others would forget in an hour. Being highly intelligent isn't about having all the answers or breezing through life. It's about seeing the world in layers and complexities that most people never notice. But that deeper awareness can feel isolating, overwhelming, and even painful. If this video felt personal, if you saw yourself in these struggles, I want you to remember something important. Your mind is not a curse. It's not something you need to apologize for or tone down. It's a rare gift that just needs the right environment, healthy boundaries, and people who understand you. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're not overthinking for no reason. You just see, feel, and process the world deeper than most. And that's exactly what makes you.